In this video, we are going to discuss an important topic in evaluation. The topic is steps involved in the evaluation process. Already we know evaluation is a process to interpret the data for making judgment or conclusion in the teaching learning process. Okay, now how do you evaluate? If you want to buy a mobile phone, what do you do? Some of you may search in the Google, or some of you may ask your friends which phone is good to buy. Here you have followed some steps such as collecting the information and searching the details regarding good mobile phone. Likewise, you should follow some steps in evaluation process. Generally, it consists 4 steps. Number 1, fix the goal. Number 2, planning. Number 3, determine the results. And number 4, reporting. Step 1, fix the goal. In this step, we should consider one question in our mind. What are you going to evaluate? You should mention the objectives in the form of learning outcomes. These are precise statements that indicate how students performed as a result of learning the concepts, attitudes, or skills. For example, you can write an objective to evaluate students' knowledge or understanding level in the following way. Number 1, able to define force. Number 2, able to describe the difference between rest and motion. Here, knowledge refers to an ability to recall something, and understanding refers to comprehending the meaning and being able to explain a concept. So, you need to decide what to evaluate. It is first step. Okay? Let's move on to next step. Step 2. Planning the evaluation. In this step, we should consider a question: how to evaluate. There is a procedure for planning the evaluation process. First, we should decide which type of evaluation design to be used, and then we should select a suitable evaluation instrument. Evaluation design. An evaluation design is nothing but a structure or a plan to evaluate. It establishes overall organization and timing of the evaluation process. A few designs are presented below. Number 1, post-test design for formative evaluation. In this design, the teacher can check the students' learning progress periodically during academic session. Second one, post-test design for summative evaluation. It is commonly used design. In this, the teacher can evaluate students' learning abilities at the end of the academic year. And third, pre- and post-test design for formative and summative evaluation. The teachers can conduct the pre-test in order to find out previous and current knowledge of the students. This design helped to determine the learning growth of the students. Next one, evaluation instruments. Evaluation instrument is a tool to assess students' performances. When selecting evaluation instrument, you should consider few guidelines. As a teacher, you should select an appropriate and suitable evaluation instrument. When selecting an evaluation instrument, you should consider few guidelines. First, the directions and questions should be clear. Second, the instruments should be easy to administer and score. And third one, they should be valid and reliable. There are 2 types of instruments available for collecting the information. Number 1, objective instruments, and number 2, subjective instruments. Number 1, objective instruments. Most of the time, it assesses the students' learning in classroom setting, such as achievement test, intelligence test, diagnostic test, performance test, aptitude test, prognostic test, and personality test. Second one, subjective instruments. It is mostly used to measure opinion or perceptions of the students, such as checklist, rating scale, questionnaire, opinionaire, and inventories. Now, step 3. Determine the results. We should collect the data from the students to determine the results. After the data are collected, it should be summarized in the form of figures or table. You should find out the score ranges and frequencies to provide a clear proportion. For example, let us consider 50 students wrote a test in your class. Their scores are summarized and presented in the form of a table. Score range and frequencies below 40, 41 to 60 and above 60. Frequencies 50, 25 and 10 students. In this table, 15 students are scored below 40. 25 students are scored between 41 to 60 and 10 students are scored above 60 marks. From this information we can move to next step. Step number 4. Reporting. Generally, reports can inform others about a student's strength and weakness in their subjects. It also provides feedback to the teachers and their parents. We should include statements of summary of the students, conclusion and recommendation in reports. Okay, I hope you have understood the steps involved in the evaluation process. Thank you.